Hello, everybody. What's your dream? Tell me. I need to know. What will you do? Crazy Chris, Crazy's episode. Funny innit? I got this mask from an event I did about a year ago. I think last year. Can't remember. Been on some well-whacked medication lately from Cure Relief. Give me some 20% THC stuff. I swear to God, it's not 20%. Well, feels higher than that. Got me off my rocker. Anyway, I must be crazy because I thought a few years ago, right, that these people on the internet saying that they make you rich and all that and help you, that they actually do, and they help you out. Another crazy one was when Simon Squibb rang me up and said, yeah, come down to an event and that. And I said he'd help me, but never did. How crazy that was. Don't know what's going on there. But I really did think Helpbnk was helpful and helping. So, I still think they might, still thought they might help, but never did. I still don't know what happened to the bench I give them either. Really annoying me. For a person who's got ADHD and mental problems and disabilities and stuff like that, time on his hands, can really mess someone up, things like that. It's really annoying. So anyway, this is what my little podcast is about. To this YouTube thing. Crazy Chris. I'm crazy. Like I said, I wasn't crazy, but I have been driven crazy. That's for sure. But I'm definitely not crazy. I think I'm quite an intelligent person. Not intelligent enough to make myself rich, but intelligent enough to know a lot of things about a lot of different things, about a lot of stuff, really. I seem to help a lot of other people out with information that I have, but I can't help myself. I don't know how that works, but I'm slowly sort of getting in a better position, but it's not easy with my back and my this and stressing out and sleeping and everything else. And I still think my book would be great. But yeah, let's go back to Simon Squibb and Helpbnk, because it really did me head in. So the thing was with that is, right, some of you might have even seen the thing that he put up, the ring bell thing that he put up for me a bit ago. So I'm going to tell you a story. It's my story. What happened with Helpbnk and my journey with that. So basically, I was on Helpbnk. I signed up to Helpbnk, and some guy from the family of Pepsi Cola called John Minges. I love that last name, John Minges. He bought a bench. I was going to start a bench business. So let me just go back to the bench business. I needed to work because my disability isn't enough. The help that I'm getting is not helpful. It's just not. It's just about survivable. So I thought, well, I need to get out of this situation, follow these millionaires and influencers and all that to see if I can get myself off disability and into a better situation. That was the plan, because working, putting labour in, that ain't happening. I need to try and use my brain and contacts and networks, because physically I can't do 8 hours a day. It kills me. Even 4 hours a day sometimes kills me. Sometimes just waking up kills me. So that's my situation, and I thought I'd try and get out of that situation. And the way I would do that is I follow these millionaires and see what they're saying, these influencers and all that. So anyway, following Rob Moore and all that, he's like, yeah, do a podcast, do this, do that, do social media, set yourself a niche up, find something you like doing, find your passion. Most of all these influencers saying find your passion, start it on your passion. Well, my passion I can't do. I'd love to just grow weed, if I'm honest with you. Grow fields of weed, buzzing at a club, down at a beach. Yeah, that's not happening. unless I move to Spain maybe and set up an association, which again isn't happening. Don't speak Spanish. It's hard work. I tried learning, didn't happen. So anyway, I thought, right, well, what I can do is I can follow these millionaires, see what they're doing. Obviously, this runway is saying set up your niche, find your passion. I'm like, right, I've got some passion. I like rescuing old stuff and I like restoring things. And I thought I can put an high value on these items by doing some of the stuff that they mentioned to do, like, you know, giving a few things away, making them niche, just lots of little different things that they said to do, which I did to try it out. Obviously never worked. Apart from on Helpbnk, I went on Helpbnk, so we'll come back to Helpbnk now. I went on to Helpbnk, and then some guy, that guy John Mingis, he bought a bench. He said, right, I'll buy a bench off you for £400. You give it to Simon, and then do a pitch, and we'll see if Simon will give you £400 as well towards a bench, or help you with your bench business, and see if he'll help you launch it and get it started and go in. And I was like, well, that's a good idea, that. I like that, John. Banging idea. Thank you very much. You're an absolute gent from America who's just helped someone off Helpbnk. Anyway, he's come off Helpbnk because he hasn't really liked the people on Helpbnk, so I don't know what's happened there. But anyway, I took that bench down. He wasn't there. He wasn't at his steps. Did a little doorbell ring. Came back to Manchester. A few days later, got a phone call from him on my Chris Canady Man Instagram site that I had deleted because it's done me head in. And yeah, and then he said, yeah, come down, deliver the bench, and was have a chat and everything. And then obviously when I seen him, he said he'd help me. Which was all going good, and I thought he was going to help me. I mean, he did like some photos and that. He had his haircut on the bench and everything, and everyone else there he sort of like give money to and support. So he's not just giving money; he's giving support as well. He's you know, with his network and other people. It's you know, and I thought I was going to get the same. I thought, well, to tell you the truth, I thought the whole party was going to be for me at first. Didn't know there was going to be loads of other entrepreneurs there and everything. But there was, so that threw me back a bit. And when I got there, I was in absolute agony. My back was killing me. I had to take some medication while I was there to just try and ease myself out the pain, and put a brave face on throughout it all, which was well hard work. But anyway, I did it and everything. And Simon was a bit avoiding me and stuff. It was like, I don't know, I could sort of tell that he just, I don't know, maybe he just didn't like me or something. Or I just didn't really want to help. That's the feeling I got at the time anyway. But you know, everyone was really nice, and so I thought, yeah, but this might go well for me. Maybe he'll help me launch my bench business to all these millions of community and show me how to do it better, and you know, all these other things and that, and give me some extra support that I noticed that other people who were there did get in the end. So you know, one of them's a millionaire on paper. Or a couple of millionaire on paper. A few of them are doing well. I kept in contact with quite a few people from the event, and I like supporting them, and they're doing well, and I like what they're doing. My man rapper Auckland, he's banging it out there. Vegan Pie Lady and the VR guy. Who else do I remember that was the pottery lady doing a pottery? So yeah, there's quite a lot of people that I met there that were cool and everything. But again, I've never heard back from Simon and everything. And he put my pitch up and everything, which were a bit like, well, that was another thing. Like I had to sort of like pretty harassing for that. It wasn't harassing, but nag, because I went to a book signing with my book to give him my book, which I thought he'd read and he'd enjoy. Never even read it. And then I asked his camera guy, his partner in crime, I forgot his name now, sorry about that, but yeah, and then he said, yeah, we'll definitely put it up for you, we'll definitely put it up. But the thing is at the time, right, so I was still like really poor and everything. What I do is through this property networking, people who told you to do all this stuff, and how to get into property and buy businesses and all the rest of it. Somehow I managed to meet a guy off the network from that community, and there was our local garden centre up for sale. Just so happens that my mate knew the owners, and I knew the owners, and we'd worked there before. So I'm thinking, right, we've got a good deal here, and like maybe because we've worked there before and they know us, if I can try and raise some funds, the funds to do it, they'll sell it to us and let us run it, which they was willing to do, which I couldn't believe a little bit. Anyway, I managed to, through this guy in this network of the community, managed to raise £1 million right bridging loan. Obviously, the bridging loan wasn't a good deal because I wasn't very qualified in knowing it wasn't a good deal. People who were looking at it knew that it wasn't a good deal. So that's why, because I had 1.1 million bridging loan and I needed 800,000 cash investor to come in on with me. But because the bridging loan wasn't that great, the investors didn't want to come in on it, and there was some other things with the deal as well that wasn't getting sorted out. Obviously, if Simon was on board with that, that might have come through a lot better as well. But Helpbnk never really helped me, did they? Or they never really asked me what I needed help with, to be fair. And at the end of the day, as well, I just thought, this is going to be great. I get £400 and I needed it, so I would have just been buzzing if I'd have got the £400 that, you know, John Mingis was agreed, because they did speak to John, so I knew that that was the agreement. I don't know what their conversation was, obviously. But yeah, so I just feel like I got mugged off by Helpbnk and Simon Squibb and all the rest of it. To be honest, that's how my journey went with that one. Also, like, there's been another pretty recently. I just seen, like, well, I got a kid's book out and everything. It's not my book. I created that book for a woman down the road, an older woman who was very proud of what she wrote. So I've turned it into a book for her to try and help her and make her more retention, basically. So she's got people who talk to her and, like, ring her, and yeah, you know what I mean. Like, she's an old lady. Her husband died like a couple of years ago, and she's you know, she's got family and everything. But I thought a book would do great, and she'd become a little superstar, and, you know, people would, like, yeah, talk to her more. I don't know on that one, but yeah, she's really proud of it. It would be nice even if the book went out there more. But yeah, the Adventures of a Bag of Flour, it's out on Amazon. I've got to try and make that better. I've got to try and put some more illustrations to it and everything, like proper illustrations. I like the AI illustrations, but obviously, you know, the people aren't buying it, so they must not like it. I can't see anything wrong with the story. The story's great. So I think I need to just change the pictures. But I mean, everyone who's read it, who I've given the book to, they've enjoyed it. They've said it's great, and they don't know why it's not selling either. So yeah, I don't know how to raise this community of people and all the rest of it. Obviously, I'm not good at that. I'm crazy, aren't I? Crazy Chris. And well, I don't really know what's going to happen next. But what I do know is I've changed my socials. I've come off social media. It's Chris Canandyman and Chris Ryan on Facebook. I just deleted them. I'm just going to try and keep to one social media, which is going to be Manx stuff. And then just keep on Manx stuff. Be Manx stuff, and that's that. Try and sell a lot of stuff through Manx stuff, like benches, books, and anything else creative that I can do, and help other people try and sell their stuff, which is also good for you because you get the entertainment of what you buy. But no, The Adventures of a Bag of Flour, it's an amazing book for kids from 3 to 8. Also good for adults. You can draw in it, colour in it. You see some of the adverts that I've started to make and put out on YouTube. Obviously, I'll start putting them on Manx stuff. But yeah, I mean that's what I wanted to get off my head. Is Helpbnk, man? Why was you not helpful to me? I don't understand why you helped all them other people, but you didn't help me. Like, you give all them other people funding and contacts or whatever, but not me. I don't understand it. Like, what's wrong with me? Is it because I'm got ADHD and autism and I'm mental and disabled? Is it because I've said, like, I mean, I never used to be before I was. I've got to be honest, I think the medications give me ADHD and this autism stuff, because before I brought me back, I was pretty alright. 30 years, went through my life, not too bad, I don't think, apart from obviously maybe a few ADHD things that I might have not picked up on. But generally, I mean, I got through. I was alright. 30 brought me back, everything went to plot since then, everything seems to have gone to plot again. Nearly brought it all back together. And then, I had a little tragedy of the loss of a child that I thought I was going to have, and that's messed my head up a lot. That did. It's still messing my head up, as you know. You don't know, but it is. It's still messing my head up. The loss of that child. Couldn't do anything about it. Out of my hands. But it makes me sad. And yeah, so that's always been played on me, and I haven't really recovered from that since. But I tried again with, like I said, just 2 years. I've just been putting everything I've got into it, and it's just not really seemed to have gone anywhere. So I've sort of give up on the social things. Maybe I'll get back on the mic stuff, and I'll keep on doing maybe a little podcast every now and then when I can, just to keep you all up to date on how it's going in this crazy adventure of being disabled, trying to get off DWP, trying to make yourself a life in this world that's just hard work. And yeah, if you like the journey, keep following, subscribe. Try and make money out of these socials as well at some point. This is another reason for these podcasts, which I don't like doing. Absolutely stresses me out, like anxiety to max, and my brain is just like all over the place. But as Rob Moore says, start now, get better later, and all the rest of it. I still follow progressive, and like I say, I'll still keep putting some effort in, but what I can, because apparently you can do this on 4 hours a day and become rich. Woo! I don't think you can. In fact, at the moment, after 2 years of thinking, I'm saying no, you can't. But it's a journey. Maybe in another 3 years it might. But if you're struggling and you really need things to work, you need them to work then. You don't need them to work 5 years later down the line. So it's pretty much useless now, to be fair. Even if I got the help now, I don't think that it'd be any good, because like my brain set's just gone to pot. And there's a bit of resentment in a way, like to the fact that you could have helped then, you didn't. Won £1 million, still didn't help. Oh, Mr. Simon Squibb. Anyway, that's me rant about him and my little journey on that one. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out. And don't forget, follow Mank stuff. I will start posting on there. My screen's broke at the moment, my phone and that. Again. So I'll sort that out, we'll get it fixed, and